live on their live streams trying to shame or defame me, I took swift action because it doesn't represent Quantum TV brand. So Twitter has been deleted. I saw posts that the moderators have been posting on Facebook that don't represent the Quantum TV brand. Again, in a similar fashion, I'm quite dense. I don't know how these things work, so I deleted the Facebook. Because at the end of the day, I don't know how to do much of the back end stuff that I trusted these people to do. All I know how to do is some of the admin level things. Now, once that was said and done, that left my website, which of course, I trusted the same moderator to do the same thing. And guess what happened? You guessed it. Now the post gets deleted because again, they're saying things that don't represent the Quantum TV brand. It does not mean that that has anything to do with me, and it doesn't. And I completely disavow all statements and posts made by those individuals.
This movie was advertised as gender equality. This movie was basically Disney in a nutshell. And you don't really have to say too much more than that. Just look up Disney and their various ways of being what they are. Now, that being said, this movie plays on such very liberally loved plots like I identify as a Skywalker, therefore I am one. And, other plots like, being pro-LGBT at the end of the movie where they have two lesbians make out for the first time, having the first gay scene in Star Wars, which is Disney history. They're really happy about this, very proud about this. And if for some reason you were watching The Last Jedi and you really felt left out, like they really did you a disservice, like, gosh, man. Golly, wouldn't that movie just be better if they had the first ever gay kiss scene? That would fix all its problems. If you were that person, then this movie is everything you've ever wanted. And that whole emotional scene, right? They don't want to make games like that anymore. They want political statements and your home and you to pay for those political statements because that's what they feel they should be getting paid for. They told you that the moment they revealed this game in the exact way they revealed this game. They came out hitting everybody hard with what they decided in their direction. And now that people are seeing the full scope of the direction, now everybody's shocked all over again. They're just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Really? You can't believe it? I mean, come on, my guy. They showed you. They showed you day one. And so for all the hatred this game is getting, it makes no sense. It should have received this level of flack and hatred from day one if there was truly a problem with the direction of the game, because they told you, again, from day one. And to be that guy, I told you so, man. I told you it was going to be like this. I told you they were going to go down this road, and I had every single person chiming off against me. I'm the worst of the worst. I'm this horrible human being, right? Well, now look at where we are. The entire gaming community now sounding off in unison literally to everything I just said, because now they see the full extent of where this leads. All I'll say is this. When you go into certain politics and you go into certain aspects of beliefs, there is no coming back out of that and being a normal human being at the end of the day. You can't go into SJWism and want to believe that everyone should view the world in the same way you do and not promote that at your job, in every aspect of your life, in your identity, in your culture. And that's what happens with Naughty Dogs. So you see games like Uncharted 4 where Nadine Ross is literally unstoppable, even though she's fighting two guys and clearly would be at a disadvantage. That doesn't matter. You see games like The Last of Us Part 2, The Last of Us Part 1. I mean, seriously, in The Last of Us Part 1, their DLC Left Behind, that should have told you what The Last of Us Part 2 had in store for you. I mean, they literally sexualized minors, literally underage children, and tried to build some romance love story around that. So you might want to reconsider your current position if you are magically shocked at the direction of Neil Druckmann and his politics and how this game is shaping up. But what I will say is, don't buy Last of Us Part 2. It is trash. It is a garbage game. It has always been a garbage game. There is no amount of gore and brutality that they can put back in the game to make it worth it or worth your time. Simply put, it's a dumpster fire, better left alone. But of course, there are going to be people that believe in that SJW woke nonsense, and they'll go for it. And hey, by all means, do you and enjoy yourself your woke fest. But for actual gamers, this sends a very nasty, divisive message to gaming studios that they can do this to games and get paid. So if you don't want the future of gaming to look like this, then you'd heed my warning.